Welcome to our series where we are going to go over the value of Kickstarter projects based on our rating system, 1 through 10 in 10 different categories. First off, what exactly is Tiny Epic Crimes? Well, if you know the Tiny Epic series, then you're well aware of the Tiny Epic concept. It's a small box with a big experience inside of it. Tiny Epic Crimes is going to drive you through the old 1920s series, where you'll have the opportunity to solve capers, move cops, and create all kinds of fun and exciting things happening throughout the scene. You'll also get an opportunity to use this cool decoder system to find different clues throughout the game using these different types of cards. They'll be sliding in and out of these forensics and weapons banks. Lots of really unique mechanisms moving on here. I think there's actually an interesting game that's in the bottom of the actual game itself. However, the question isn't, is the game good? The question is it a good back on Kickstarter? Well, let's find out. Using our system here, we're going to first talk about publishers. So what do we know about the Tiny Epic series as far as the publisher goes from Gamelin Games? Well, Gamelin Games has put out about 20 games over the years, and they have done a fantastic job with them. All of them have been shipped out. They usually, almost always, fulfill the back before they start the next campaign. They have an excellent track record. They earned a solid 10 in the publisher category. How about designer? Well, that would be Scott Alms and the Gamelin Games team out there. They're responsible for Tiny Epic Dungeons, Tiny Epic Galaxies, a lot of the last few regions of Tiny Epic series. They do an excellent job. Most of them are in the 7.1s on BGG, so therefore they will earn a solid 7. If you like the Tiny Epic series, you're probably going to like Tiny Epic Crimes. How about reviews? They did an excellent job with reviews. They have all the different reviewers that are available, except for us, but hey, that's okay. It's not about us. Rahdo's here, Dice Tower's here. They also have Man vs. Meeple. The one thing that I did see missing from this particular area is I don't see quotes. That's the thing that is a little bit interesting. Most of the time when you have reviews on your page, you'll have the links to the videos, and then you'll also have some quotes saying about how, oh, this is a game that you can't miss. This is a game that everyone should back. This game makes me want to play it more. There's no quotes here in this at all, which is one of the reasons why I went through most of the videos, and everyone agreed. It's a good game. So because of that, they have earned a 6. It's a solid 6, but it's a 6. Now, how about build quality? On average, Tiny Epic Games have done a very good job of giving you the experience of a large game inside of a tiny box, but that does mean that they're going to have to skimp in a couple of different areas. They're going to use a lot of cards. They will have some screen-printed wooden meeples, which is really nice, but overall, the build quality it's average. It's good. It's not bad. It's not anything special, but it's good. They do an excellent job overall. And that's a 7. That's a good, solid 7. How about exclusives? Well, that's the thing. Now, there are going to be some exclusives with this. For instance, this particular one here, this is the deluxe version of the actual Kickstarter itself. This extra $10 over and above the retail pledge will give you a few extra cards, some different ability cards, some different tokens that might be available to you, a little bit more of a scenario that's out there for you, and that's great. It's kind of like a little mini expansion in a way, but it's not exclusive, because it will be available on their website, so you will be able to buy it after the campaign. It will also be available at cons. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because those are places where they can manage the MSRP. However, they will also be putting it on their Amazon page. So why do I need to back it on Kickstarter if I can buy it on Amazon later for exactly the same price? So for me, that's a 2. Yes, there are exclusives, but I can buy the exact Kickstarter copy on Amazon later, and I don't have to pay shipping. All right, how about savings? Are there some savings with purchasing everything together? Yes, in fact there are. If you purchase this, the deluxe pledge, along with all of the add-ons, you're going to save about $8, which is good. It's 20% off. There's nothing wrong with that. This gives you a little bit of an extra Here we go. So this shows you here, this will give you the base game, the deluxe add-ons, and then here we go with the bundle. It's going to be a total of $40. So over MSRP, it saves you a total of $8. Good. That basically saves you the cost of shipping. I don't know that that's a huge deal, but at least it's something. So I call it a 6. It's a 20% savings. At least it gives you something. How about retail? Will it be in retail? Yes. It will definitely be in retail. Will there be a retail version that's stripped down? Yes. Will the Kickstarter be available? Yes, we've talked about that. So because of that, I'm giving that a 2. If it wasn't going to be available in retail at all, then we could give it a higher score, but it is available in retail. It's a 2. How about the production schedule? Now, one thing I can say about Gamelyn Games is they've done a fantastic job over the years of giving a 10-month window and succeeding within a month or two of that window. Most of the games that I've received from Gamelyn Games have been given to me in that 10-month window. So I have absolutely no belief that this will not be one of the exact same things. They've got incredible experience through this. So that is an excellent track record within that 1 to 2 month time frame. So I give them a solid 8, which is a very, very, very good score in that regard. How about value? What is the value proposition? Will it hold its value over time? Well, because it's going to be in retail, unfortunately, it's not likely to hold its value. If you get the extra, neoprene mats and things like that, you might be able to get close to what you paid for everything, possibly if someone's looking for all of it together, but you might have to wait quite a bit of time to be able to get that. And because you can buy it on Amazon for exactly the same price as you could buy it here on the Kickstarter a year earlier or 10 months earlier, unfortunately, I don't see it holding its value overall. You're probably going to lose a little bit of money on the deal. So that is going to be a 4, and it's not great, but could be better. As far as final price, and this is going to incorporate all the different add-ons that are available after the campaign or through the pledge manager. And so far I've seen that neoprene mats are basically what gets added. My experience through Gamelyn Games and things that I've backed in the past, maybe coins. I know with Tiny Epic Pirates there were some gold coins and then neoprene mats and things. So I think overall you may end up seeing some neoprene mats. They've definitely said that they will be in the pledge manager, or at the very least in the add-ons. So I'm sure that there will be some of those things, but those costs generally don't equal more than the cost of the game. So we're giving that a solid 8 because they're not asking you to go way above and beyond and pay 10 times the cost of the Kickstarter, holding hostage different items or different expansions and a whole bunch of extra playable characters behind paywalls. They're giving everything to you through those different things already before the pledge manager, and therefore that gives them a solid 8 in our book. Now overall that gives them a solid score of 60. 60 is still a good game, so don't get me wrong. It is really, really hard to get above a 90 in our rating scale. So an average game is about an 80. A good game is a 60. So if you like Tiny Epic Pirates, or the Tiny Epic series in general, then Tiny Epic Crimes could be a game that would be good for you. But you may want to wait until it gets to Amazon because you can be able to buy the same thing and you don't have to wait through all of that 10 months or so before you receive it. That being said, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoy this series and come back and see us again in the future. We've got more of these coming every Wild West Wednesday through our Kickstarter series.